Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's we're going to be reviewing the new BMW X3. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and link you to the BMW of Pleasant Grove for giving me some time with this X3. I'll include a link to their website in the description down below. If you have any questions, you need any help, just ask for Brendan. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Powering this is a turbo 2-liter 4-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 27 around town and then 33 on the highway, with power outputs being 255 horsepower and then 295 pound-feet of torque. Now before we move forward, I want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, this new X3 is quite a bit boxier compared to before. I mean, look at the headlights too. Definitely leads to that. And then the grille's actually mostly closed off, which is interesting to see, that is for sure. Got a little camera integrated on the one side as well. But yeah, this kind of has like some elements from the BMW iX in a way in terms of the design. But yeah, definitely a boxier front end. Now our tire wheel setup is 255 by 45 by 20 in the front and then 285 by 40 by 20 in the rear. And you can see here with the wheels, you've got the silver mixed with the blacked out trim. Got the red brake caliper as well, so all of that's really cool. And then I like this here with the fender. And you can see with the mirror cap there being body painted. Door handles kind of hidden a little bit, not too much though. But there's your side profile. I could also see like XM in this too. Anyways, here's the key fob. We got the BMW logo there front and center. We've got our lock and unlock, opening for the trunk, all of the normal key fob features. And yeah, pretty spacious back here. Cargo cover built in from the factory. Got the little tabs to fold down the seats. That's cool. BMW right there. I think it's kind of fun. But yeah, anyways, got a little spare tire underneath as well. And when you're all done with this area, just press this and then I'll lower the hatch right back down. Now, this is cool. Look at those taillights. They still have the kind of like halo sword looking design with them, but kind of even more futuristic. So yeah, this new X3, it's kind of video game looking. And this of course leads us inside. So of course we got nice soft touch trim here down below. Got some fancy stitching built in with that. Look at these door handles. It's like 3D printed almost. And then here's the interior. That's what I get, the feels, this interior is 3D printed almost. Got a little storage pocket there. Yeah, interesting. See the vents there in the center. Got our USB ports and everything. And then headroom's actually really good back here. And then popping up front, you can see again with the soft touch here, down below, all of our window controls, the mirrors power fold in. See here for the door lock and unlock memory seats. That is interesting with the control stack. Weird. Blind spot running with the mirrors. And here's the front seat. Pretty cool. All of your adjustments there on the side of the seat. See the pedals down below. Got nice soft touch trim here on the dash too. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, you can see you've got soft touch all around. Got the little marker there at the top that's blacked out. Interesting. Paddle shifters here on the back. Bunch of practical controls in the front, including for like your phone controls, your cruise control, all that. And they still give you traditional stocks here on the back. So here is our gauge cluster, fully digital. And one of the fun elements is when you change the drive modes, it'll change kind of how the gauge cluster looks, the information that it displays. But yeah, this is BMW's more modern unit. Nice 360 camera system, trajectory lines turn with the steering wheel, bird's eye view, all of that. So good job on that. And then, by the way, the drive modes do pop up here in the center screen, so you got this like little tab that you go through. So kind of an interesting way to change the drive modes of the vehicle. But anyways, again, BMW's newest infotainment system, so very quick to respond. It's a giant screen. You've got a little shortcut buttons there in the center. So again, pretty cool system. You have a heads-up display with this. And then nice soft touch trim all across the dash. That's kind of interesting with the stitching design. And then we do have a glove box. It's pretty big. Got some more storage here, USBs and everything. Look how big that is. And then we've got some physical buttons here in the center for like your volume, for example, your drive mode, you know, put it into gear, all of that. Good storage there. Nice trim here on the top. Again, like, look at this. My wife buys 3D printed stuff, so that's kind of why I'm thinking some of this looks, just how the angles are and everything. Anyways, just regular rear view mirror, no camera rear view mirror with this one. And then big panoramic sunroof. So here's the window sticker. You can see 2025 BMW X3. It's your base MSRP. 62,060 is total MSRP. And let's see how it performs. Well, let's check my visibility before you set off. Here's visibility over the hood. Got the heads-up display, both the mirrors, dual blind spot room. The rest of the rear. And, well, let us set off the new X3. As always, I'll have more reviews on other packages, so that's one thing. What I do want you guys to help me out with, what comparisons you want to see. The ones I can think off the top of my head. X3 versus Q3 is a little bit smaller than this, so probably a Q5. So what, X3 versus Q5. Lexus NX, that could be a comparison. Genesis GV70. Be really hard to get a comparison with Mercedes, but Mercedes GLC. Anyways, let me know which one you guys would like to see the most, and if someone's commented it and you want to see that too, just make sure to upvote it with a like. So yeah, smooth drive so far. Hopefully you guys can see the mountains there in the background with the fall colors. Really pretty to see. Can't even see the top of the mountain. That's Mount Timpanogos. Can't even see the top of it. This is nice. It's a pretty smooth drive. And just like other BMWs, they kind of, and a lot of other luxury manufacturers have done the same thing. They've kind of pulled out some of the sportiness and added in more luxury. So luxury manufacturers keep taking people more and more out of the exterior of the car. It's a weird way to put it. Basically, they keep insulating things more. Like, there's less road noise, there's less wind noise, there's less this and that, so it's more luxurious, but then you also don't hear as much happening. And then also the steering, you know, it's super sharp, but steering over time just becomes more and more synthetic, where you don't actually feel what's going on with the cars. So it's just different. It's just a different experience. But it does drive well, so that's what's important. We're in sport mode. We'll get our acceleration here. Oof, not too bad. Again, this is just the 4-cylinder version, so it's not gonna be crazy. It does get louder. It almost sounds like synthetic in a way, but it does get louder. It's kind of interesting to hear. So, summing things up, I think this is a interesting design. I think it's cool looking overall, but it's definitely unique. It is definitely unique. It drives well, and it's got a nice interior. Maybe I'm just getting too old school, but a lot of this new techie stuff is kind of, I don't know, it's like too much. It's like I almost want like back to physical stuff. But this does feel very spaceship-like, so I guess if you want kind of a more modern spaceship-feeling car, then the X3 is more modern and spaceship-feeling than before. But again, this is just BMW's setup they have in their other cars, so they've brought the X3 up to date with everything else. So if you like that, you like it.